The army dogs are no ordinary pets, as their history is full of valiant tales. The army dogs are an integral part of search and rescue operations, where they have to assist in recovering explosives, sniff out terrorists and their hideouts. Without them, the search operation would be at a standstill. Welcome to the channel Ancient Bharat. Through this channel, I only present to you what's right and good about India, so don't forget to support the channel by subscribing to Ancient Bharat and like and share the video if you enjoy it. Dogs are not only man's best friend, they have been warriors as well. Dogs have been used in combat since the ancient times. There is mention of war dogs used by the Egyptians, Greeks, Persians, Indians, Slavs, and Romans in ancient times. Dogs find mention during the conquest of Latin America, Spanish wars in the Caribbean, and by the English in the Middle Ages. Even in the two world wars, the war dogs were used extensively. During World War I, Americans used dogs to locate injured soldiers, enemy combatants, enemy snipers in camouflage, detect mines, explosives, booby traps, and were even used as messengers. But it was the Russians during the World War II who used dogs in a more sinister way. To stop the German tanks, the Russians would strap explosives to the dogs and send them to the tanks and blew them up. The dogs were basically used as suicide bombers. Nearly 40,000 of these anti-tank dogs were used by the Red Army. But the present-day Indian Army uses their dogs in much more humane and effective way. During the Siachen avalanche of February 2016, when 10 soldiers of the 19th Madras Regiment were buried under several feet of ice, two Labradors, Dot and Misha, were pressed into action, and they performed their tasks by finding the bodies of the 9 deceased soldiers and one who was still alive. During the Indian Ocean tsunami and the Nepal earthquake, they played crucial roles in finding survivors among the rubble. For situations like this, the Indian Army mostly uses Labradors and German Shepherds because of their natural ability to adapt to any training schedule and extremely keen sense of smell. Like the soldiers, the dogs too undergo rigorous military training, and only some of them make it through while others are rejected. While undergoing training, the dogs are coached in commands that require them to hold their barks in situation of combat in order not to reveal their position to the enemy. They are taught to respond to military-specific hand gestures and even verbal orders by their handlers. The Remount Veterinary Corps, or the RVC, which brings up and trains the dogs, is decorated with Shaurya Chakra and Chief of Staff commendation cards. The army has around 1,000 trained dogs in its ranks. Some of the commendable acts of the bravery of these dogs are the stuff of legends, but they have not been publicized like their human counterparts. That's why this video is dedicated to the truly unsung heroes, the fearless four-legged soldiers of the Indian Army. Number 5. Alex. The story of Alex, a golden Labrador, is truly legendary. In 1965, this dog from RVC Meerut was put on duty after an attempt on the life of the Bhutanese king Jigme Dorji Wangchuk in Paro. Alex picked up the would-be assassin's scent from a grenade lever and ran miles across a forested hill, eventually catching him hiding in an abandoned temple. In gratitude, the king of Bhutan awarded him 1,000 rupees, his own gold ring, and a certificate. Number 4. Manasi. On a late evening in August 2015, a 4-year-old army Labrador named Manasi sensed the movement of some militants across the LOC in Kupwara's Tangdhar sector and immediately started dragging her handler Bashir Ahmed War towards the target. As soon as Manasi spotted the intruders, she got shot by an enemy bullet, something which was enough to provoke her handler Bashir Ahmed, who started firing relentlessly at the intruders and called for reinforcement. Bashir Ahmed wanted to avenge the death of his canine friend, whose care he had been taking since she joined the tracker unit. Death could not part them, as Bashir Ahmed also soon fell to the enemy bullets, but not before the reinforcement had arrived and an operation was mounted to kill the infiltrators. Bashir Ahmed's family recalled that they both were so close that Bashir treated Mansi as his own child. The duo had a successful season in 2015 with 3 kills to their credit. They were involved in killing of a terrorist at Kaisuri Ridge in Tangdhar area, followed by the gunning down of 2 militants in July 21, 2015. Number 3. Rocket. On June 9, 1998, Indian troops had an encounter with foreign militants near Banihal in Kashmir. Rocket was pressed into action immediately. After obtaining the scent from a scarf left behind by the militants, Rocket soon recovered 1 universal machine gun, 3 AK-47, 2 AK-56 and 1 sniper rifle, 2 9mm pistols, 7 radio sets, 11 IED, 26 hand grenades, 37 electric detonators and over 1,500 rounds of ammunition. This record haul by Rocket is yet to be broken. Number 2. Rex. This golden Labrador named Rex was posted to 14th Army Dog Unit under Delta Force and was assigned the areas adjoining the town of Vaderva to help troops in trailing and tracking militants. In 1995, he tracked a militant injured in encounter for over 3 kilometers in the thick of militant fire. In a chase that lasted for over 4 hours, he managed to recover 1 AK-56 rifle and a haversack containing 92 rounds. In 1998, on a patrol in the areas of Gulgandhar, security forces killed 2 dreaded militants and injured 1 who managed to escape. Rex picked up the scent and, hot on his trail, moved with speed and stealth for over 2 kilometers across the mountainous terrain. He traced the body of the militant in a hideout where he succumbed to his injuries. He again performed exceptionally well during an avalanche rescue operation, and that too without any formal training in this field. Rex succeeded in locating the bodies of 3 militants buried under 6 feet of snow, after which he went on to locate 3 separate hideouts having an assortment of arms, ammunition, wireless sets, rations and stores. And number 1. The Langar Dogs. They may not be the top breeds or specifically trained by the elite dog squad, but the Indian mutts living along the higher reaches of the LOC are increasingly being valued for the service they are providing to our armed forces. They are known as Langar dogs because they live on scraps from the army. They are foiling infiltration bids along the border. They have become especially useful near the Siachen Glacier and other ranges in Kashmir. A local dog named Pisti, living in the southern glacier of the Saltoro range, was trained to carry mail and critical foodstuff to the forward posts which were cut off by snow during winter. Then there was this massive Himalayan Mastiff named Kambal, the size of a small mountain horse, on a post in central glacier. Kambal was exceptionally sharp, accompanying each and every patrol till the link point and back. There are many more similar examples of local dogs guiding patrols in conditions of whiteout in Siachen Glacier and other regions of Jammu and Kashmir. Soldiers are also being encouraged to adopt these strays at their posts because they are proving increasingly useful in detecting the movements of Pakistani infiltrators and providing early warnings. Their presence also dulls the effect of isolation on the Jawans stationed at the forward posts. So friends, I hope this video warmed your heart as it did mine when I was researching this. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more such videos. And also, if you know stories of other such heroic 4-legged soldiers, don't forget to let me know in the comment section. So see you in the next video. Jai Hind, Vande Mataram.